this is really cool. This is kind of neat for me, Mark, because I've been working on the studio for a long time. We've got this place mic'd up and we have cameras everywhere, so there's some real neat stuff going on here. There is great technology in this little office that we're going to be using, but today is really our maiden voyage. So something is coming across a little weird. We're going to fix it up right now, but the idea is really technology, isn't it? So right now, guys, on Facebook, I've got Mark over here, who's one of my great friends I've known for years. You would be the ambassador and certainly the mindset behind the Mortgage Revolution, which was a really great idea. So in 2008, for those of you who don't know, Mortgage Revolution, when everybody thought brokers and bankers were the worst thing in the world, Mark put together an event that mortgage bankers and brokers got together, and we raised money, all of it, 100% of the money, went to charities in 2008, at the height of the meltdown, which is really wonderful, and we've been great friends since then. Now, I'm talking about technology right now because we also have online Dave Savage from Mortgage Coach. The great thing about Mortgage Coach is, first of all, Dave Savage is a titan of the industry. So there's people who do stuff, and then there's those who are legacy people in the industry. Dave Savage has been doing this for years. He's always been at the precipice of technology and means of communication. He's also a close friend of mine. Over the years, he's been personal counsel to me on things and decisions that we made. So it's wonderful to have Dave on with us today. Dave, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. And by the way, I have to just jump in and Mark, the Mortgage Revolution. I remember that first event in 2008. That was so much fun. Really the first 3 years afterwards, while the market was in turmoil, that was tremendous leadership, and I still mortgage coaching myself being a part of that. That was a very cool event.
Thank you. And to take a step back, Dave and I saw each other at, was it not Zillow, but one of the offices here in the Bay Area in San Francisco at a real estate bar camp. It was just us. It was it was like five lenders.
Yeah.
It was real estate bar camp, the very first or second year, and we both saw each other across the room. We walked up and fist bumped. And we're like, we have to do this for the mortgage industry. And he said, done. Like no questions. No, what's this or what's that? Done. I'm in, and he supported the entire event, and we raised $50,000 our very first year in 2010 for MREF.
Isn't it really interesting that there are decisive people? I mean, there's a few people that I know in the industry, and they're like that, like Dave. Let's just make it happen. Let's do what's in the best interest of out, and we wanted his personal counsel. The first thing Dave said to me was, I appreciate the fact that you reached out to me. So we're in turmoil, and he's saying thank you, which is really cool. I don't want to get this into like a big conversation about how wonderful everybody is, but certainly, if you've been in this industry for any length of time, you have to know who Dave Savage is. You have to know who Mortgage Coach is.
Absolutely.
By the way, if you don't have Mortgage Coach, all you have to do is click the banner down below or up above and check it out. It's going to make your business better. And the reason it's going to make it better is because we are in the information age. I mean, that's what it really boils down to. Technology is the means of disseminating information, but do not lose the point that we are in the information age. When you can take your borrowers, your clients, and you can give them more information so they can make informed decisions, the better off your clients are going to be. I don't think anybody does that better than Dave Savage. Speaking on that line, Dave, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, if you're a loan officer right now and you're just cutting your teeth in the industry, what do you see as the most important thing that they need to do right now in order to get off the ground and start running?
Well, I think it's so obvious, and we hear it so often. Like, it was the mortgage revolution. It's now the digital revolution. And the partnership between a servant leader loan officer that truly cares about the best interests of their family that they serve, partnering with technology to deliver a fantastic educational experience that turns into a great transactional experience that turns into a customer for life, because that loan officer cares, asks great questions, is a great human being, but they leverage technology. I mean, that is the number one priority for every loan officer, whether you're a millennial or whether you're old school. You need to leverage technology to help people make better decisions. and do a mortgage transaction more effectively.
But don't you see technology as a means of communication? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a belly-to-belly business. I firmly believe this, that at the end of the day, it's that loan officer who's having a conversation with their client. I mean, after all, it's going to be the biggest decision ever, as Nara likes to tell us. Technology is a tool. It's not the end-all. It's a tool. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's not a belly-to-belly business. It's a human-to-human business. And what's different is that whether you're belly-to-belly, knee-to-knee, you need to have a great human experience, but you need to get them to download your app. You need to communicate with them in the channels that they want to do life. And that varies from customer to customer. And if you don't have the opportunity to get knee-to-knee with them, you need to communicate with them with the channels that they do life, which some families it's all text, some families it's Facebook, some it's email. And so technology is essential. And again, video, you need to get your presence, your humanity to that customer like never before.
So let me ask you this. One of the biggest challenges for most mortgage companies, and we both talk to a lot of mortgage companies around the country, is compliance. Compliance is a huge issue. How do you deal with compliance at Mortgage Coach, and where on the Richter scale of earthquake events, if that's such a word, how important is compliance to you?
Well, I mean, it's pivotal. I mean, at the end of the day, you could be profitable, you could be successful. If you don't do compliance right, you're dead. So I mean, compliance is essential. Again, we believe that every time someone gets a rate quote, it needs to be delivered compliantly. That's why our total cost analysis is the best way to do that. But the biggest mistake is I think some loan officers think compliance makes them less effective, slows them down. By the way, sometimes it does. But if you really get your systems right and you deliver a perfect loan process and you have a perfect loan process defined internally, compliance can help you be more successful. It can help you close loans faster. You just need to be a little more intentional than you were in the past.
Isn't that a really interesting point? Compliance can actually weed out the weaker animals in the herd. I mean, it really can, which is going to mean fewer people vying for more loans, which is a great idea. And I think you're spot on with that. You have to ensure compliance is important. Now, do you see compliance? Do you look at it from a 30,000-foot view in terms of a company, or how important is compliance to that LO who's talking with a real estate agent down on the street?
Well, like I said, if you believe like I do that compliance can be your friend because it helps you define processes, and again, what does the CFPB want? They want you to deliver a consistent experience to a family. And so we'll use the total cost analysis, for example. If you only give the total cost analysis to the customer that rate shops you and grinds you, one, it's not compliant because you're treating different people different.
Exactly.
If you only treat the rate shopper one way and you treat the family who barely qualifies another way, it's not compliant. But by the way, let's just say we all buy into, okay, I got to give everybody my perfect loan process, whether they're grinding me or whether they barely qualify. You know what? You will close more loans. You will be more efficient. You will be better at your job. You will get more referrals. So to me, if you believe that it can be your friend and it can hold you accountable, then it will help you close more money.
Dave,
and by the way, and have more fun in the process.
how many of your originators are actually providing a TCA, total cost analysis, for each one of their potential borrowers?
I don't know the exact percent, but I would guess it's 25% of our network of originators have the Mortgage Coach habit. Every family gets it. I would just think about it, 30%. They're kind of, I think this person wants it. I think that person wants it.
Why would they choose not to get one?
What's that?
Why would they choose not to give a TCA?
Is it a choice, or are there 75% of the LOs out there right now who just simply aren't doing what they should be doing? I mean, the TCA is hugely important. I mean, if you want to be compliant, my whole thing is run towards compliance. Don't run away from it. So what we do on, Listing Booster is we connect everybody to the CFPB's Know Before You Owe site. We run towards compliance. I love Mortgage Coach because it's a compliance dream. It's going to give people all the information. So it's a great point, but why don't the 75% of the people out there use this more effectively who are using your product?
1 in 4 are using it. What are the other scenarios why they
well,
wouldn't?
I mean, there's two things. First of all, we're humans, and change is hard. Any new habit, we know going to the gym is good for us and we'll have more energy and be more effective. We don't necessarily do it. So change is hard, and then people do kind of get in their own head. Well, I try to guess what that person wants and what that person doesn't. I would challenge everybody. Again, just using mortgage coaching is the example, but I guarantee you there are other things in your supposable perfect process that need to be improved. But if you think it would improve your conversion rate, I know it will. It could increase your income by 20%. Then you need to have an accountability partner. If you have a professional coach, tell them that this is my goal. Whatever that one thing is that's going to help you improve your success, you just need to put the people around you, accountability partners, schedule it in Outlook, whatever you need to get it done.
Hey, Dave.
Change is the problem.
Where are you flying off to?
I am on my way to Sales Mastery, heading to San Diego.
Good for you. Hey, listen, guys. Dave Savage here with a couple of tips for you. Fantastic stuff. If you're not familiar with Mortgage Coach, you certainly want to be. It's a great tool that's going to help you out. I love the whole idea of accountability and giving your clients more information. Nobody can do that better for you right now. I'm telling you, nobody can do that better than Dave Savage and Mortgage Coach. Check it out once again. You can click on the link down below or up above. Dave, have a great time, and we will see you soon.
Okay, one last thought. So first of all, if anybody's at Sales Mastery, reach out to me. If anybody clicks on the link to sign up for Mortgage Coach, and you email me at David Mortgage Coach, I'll add a month free to it. So if you click below, sign up, 1 month free. And one last plug, our YouTube channel has some great content, great training. Hopefully it's part of your daily education.
He's shameless. And by the way, he's the guy with the red hair, and when he sees you, he's going to say, "Hey, bro."
Hey, bro.
That's Dave Savage.
I love you, man.
And I'm gonna give you knuckles.
All right, man. Hey, listen, Dave Savage, Mortgage Coach, really good stuff from one of the industry icons. Make sure you check it out. As a professional originator, you would be foolish not to have it. The price point is reasonable. It all makes sense. Down below, up above, Dave Savage, thank you so much.
It's an honor to be here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud.